One day, the Chibi heroes received a distress call from their fellow heroes in another dimension. Without hesitation, they quickly went to the portal to help their comrades. But as they stepped through the portal, something strange happened. Instead of being transported to another dimension, they found themselves in a world that was very different from their own. The Chibi heroes were now in a world of magic and fantasy. They saw unicorns, fairies, and dragons flying around them. And then, they met a group of wizards who explained to them that they had been transported to a magical world because of an evil sorcerer's curse. The Chibi heroes knew they had to help the wizards break the curse, but they also knew that they were in a world where their powers might not work. They had to find a way to adapt to this new world and use their strengths to help the wizards. Iron Man realized that he could use his technical skills to help the wizards create magic items. Captain America used his leadership skills to coordinate the team and plan their next move. Hulk, being the strongest one, carried heavy objects and protected the team from danger. Thor, with his godly powers, could control the weather and create lightning bolts. Black Widow used her stealthy moves to gather information, and Spider-Man used his spider sense to sense danger. Together, they worked tirelessly to help the wizards break the curse. They went on dangerous quests to gather magical ingredients, fought off evil creatures, and used their unique abilities to outsmart the sorcerer's minions. And finally, after many days of hard work, they were able to break the curse and return to their own world. The Chibi heroes returned to their world with newfound respect for magic and the wizards who wielded it. They also learned that even when they were in a world that was vastly different from their own, they could still use their strengths to help others. And with this knowledge, they knew they could face any challenge that came their way, no matter what world they were in. In another adventure, the Chibi heroes found themselves facing a new threat. A group of evil robots had invaded their city, and they were causing chaos and destruction wherever they went. The Chibi heroes knew they had to act fast to stop them. Iron Man, being the tech expert, came up with a plan. He realized that the robots were powered by a central control unit, and if they could destroy it, they could shut down all the robots. But the control unit was heavily guarded, and getting to it would be a challenge. The Chibi heroes split up into teams to take on different tasks. Iron Man and Black Widow worked together to infiltrate the enemy base and gather information about the control unit's location. Meanwhile, Captain America led Thor and Hulk to create a diversion to distract the robots and draw them away from the city center. Spider-Man, being the most agile and acrobatic, swung through the city to rescue citizens trapped in the chaos caused by the robots. He quickly realized that the robots were after something specific, and he had to find out what it was. Eventually, Iron Man and Black Widow found the control unit, but it was heavily guarded. They knew they couldn't take on all the robots alone, so they called in the rest of the team for backup. Together, the Chibi heroes fought their way through the enemy lines, taking down robots one by one until they reached the control unit. Thor used his hammer to smash the control unit, and in a flash of light, all the robots shut down. The city was safe once again, thanks to the Chibi heroes' bravery and teamwork. As they celebrated their victory, the Chibi heroes knew that their work was never done. There would always be new threats to their city, and they would always be ready to face them, no matter what challenges lay ahead. In another adventure, the Chibi heroes found themselves in a far-off galaxy. On a mission to stop an alien invasion from a planet known as Zorgon. The aliens had landed on Earth and were wreaking havoc in their path. The Chibi heroes knew they had to act fast to stop them before it was too late. They quickly gathered intel about the aliens' invasion plans and realized that they had to stop their mothership to cut off their supply chain. The Chibi heroes